So as you can see, I've still not faired the cockpit floor. Been waiting for some good weather. It has been nice this week on and off, but there has been rain now and then, and I've yet to get the fairing filler for the epoxy. But once I've got that, that'll be faired and painted. So I'm still waiting to do that, but I'm a bit worried about it being wet, but we'll have to see when I get to the stage of finishing off the cockpit floor. So what I have got to do, and eventually, but I will do to help me get underneath the cockpit floor, to fiberglass underneath, is remove these engine mounts. I'm also going to try and remove the coupling on the prop shaft, because I do want to remove the prop and the prop shaft. That'll allow me to get underneath there a bit easier. There is some other little bolts, things like the anode there. Cockpit drains have got to stay in, as they are functioning as cockpit drains right now, so I can't actually unplug those hoses with the sporadic rain we're getting right now. But that should give me a bit more room once I remove the other items. What I'm also going to do is remove as much of this as I can to get access to the engine compartment. All the screws have deteriorated. It's copper, or brass I mean, and it's you can see where it's gone pink. They just break in as soon as I'm touching them anyway, so all of this has got to come out anyway, but I'm going to remove it so I've got better access. Well, that's another bit of the boat gone, but now I've got a lot more easier access to this. The only downside is I have to climb up to get out of the boat now. So just to give you an idea of what I'm working with. So this is literally completely delaminated, and that's what's joining at the steps to, I presume, the bulkhead underneath here. But yeah, a lot of this is just like this. So all the tabbings just completely come away. Next I'm just going to undo, oh sorry, camera's had a fit. Next I'm just going to take off manual bilge pump. Alright, that's what happens when you don't tighten the screws on the camera. So take off the manual bilge pump, get that pipe out of the way, especially as I'm angle grinding, don't want to ruin that in case I do reuse it. So I carried on doing the same thing with the others, and they are all out now, but that took a lot longer. the last two at the back were the worst, and that one was the worst. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to reuse these bolts. Probably don't want to, and I have had to cut a slit in them to get all the way down and get the nuts off. But that is now just in need of a bit of a tidy up. So it's lovely English weather as usual. I've managed to clean out the engine bay though. I haven't taken the coupling off because I do need to pull it inside the boat, so I will need to take the prop off. So I might need to use that to wedge it. But I do need to beg, borrow or buy some larger spanners because I don't have any in my possession that fit the prop. So the bad weather has given me some time to go through all the comments and replies I've had about my bulkhead and mast issue. I think I will definitely be taking down the mast. That will be another conversation to have with the yard owner to get that taken down. I think I will look at making the top completely sealed and dry before I actually do anything with the bulkheads down below. Hopefully that won't affect things like the shape of the deck when I'm recoring it. It's quite a sturdy boat, so it should be okay. But yes, I think definitely will be taking the mast down. So I thought it'd be clever and buy a lot of the resin in bulk and a lot of fiberglass, like larger rolls, so I could actually do a lot of work as I've bulk buy supplies. But things that I didn't take into account was the little things like gloves, stannier blades, blades for the oscillating saw, all the little bits and bobs that has actually stalled me a bit. So what I am going to do, because I have still got the blade attachment for this, is I want to see what's underneath here. So this is actually raised up. It doesn't seem to be wood underneath, but water has come from the front of the boat and used to run underneath this and come out holes at the bottom. Let's see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not actually sealed down. So I don't know if this is ballast, but I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up and see if I can get rid of this. So Mads from Sail Life has this way of cleaning stuff up where he just goes, no, I'm not experienced enough. I'm going to have to tidy this up myself. So I'm going to use the blade attachment. This is the one I've got left, and see how much of this I can get off. Actually, most of this tabbing, as I've found along most of the boat, all the places where it's been tabbed, especially to wood, has just come off. But let's see. Seems to be like a literally got concrete. Yeah, it's not metal. And it doesn't smell nice. I'm going to hit the camera, so this isn't that interesting. I'm going to pull this up and come back to you. And here we have it. It has adhered around the edges where the hole comes up. You might be able to see the edge in there, but it just seems to be some kind of a concrete. So as you can see there, that's where the hole is, and it's adhered right there. But Just seems to be some kind of concrete or rock. But I've not seen other Colvicks with this in yet, where people show me theirs. So for some reason this is in here, but it's not in great condition, and it's not really what I want in here for now. So I might actually see if this will come up. So this is holding a lot of water underneath it. It's literally like mud. That's not going to be too good for the hole, I don't think. But I think I'm just going to have to sort of get my breaker chisel and just try and crack this in many places and take it up that way. Or not. Seems to be getting easier. But I'm just going to see what bits are loose and what I can get up. And also dispose of that fiberglass that was there. And my battery's about to die, so I need to charge anyway. So I did say I would film anything interesting, and looks like I've got some Civil War musket balls in the bottom, which is soaking wet, all mush. Not exactly great. But I'm going to see, because this is actually coming off in chunks, I might be able to do all of this today. Right, cut again I suppose. It's not going to get any more interesting than this. So I'm about just over halfway. Taking me a while to get down this this block, but to give you an idea how bad's that underneath. But there's water down here and everything, where it's just got trapped in the honeycomb of lead balls. Oh, and it doesn't smell very nice either. It's a bit of an excuse to stop whenever I can, but got I think a pickaxe or a large axe head in the bottom here. I don't know what else I'm going to find. I've only got a little bit more to do. But yeah, quite interesting. So sorry if this little footage of me doing this has been a bit itty bitty everywhere, but I was worried about the camera getting damaged. But it's been a bit of an archaeology, you know what I mean, a dig. So I've kind of got like this blade as well as the axe head, but that is all now clear. So next is going to try and find a bucket to fill up with water, and might just give this a wet vac out after rinsing it with some water. Just get rid of most of the gunk in here. There you go. Oh, so I've got a bucket that leaks. Spray some cleaner on here, but I'm just going to try and give it a scrub. What it turns out like. A lot of it's not bad, it's just over in this where it meets up to the wood in the middle here. There's a lot of metal down there still. Now I'm going to have to be very careful doing this, because obviously when you start grinding you've got to watch the aeration of the lead, like lead dust. Very, very bad for you. But I think I'm going to leave that for another day, because it's nearly the end of the day now and I've got to edit this video. But to give you an idea. Ta-da! So far, no one's owned up who owns a Colvick 26 Sailor as this sort of ballast in the bottom here. So it is interesting. So I'm wondering if the previous owner or the original builder added it in to make it more capsize proof. But definitely needed to come out. It's too wet, and it either needs to dry out and reinstall some kind of ballast, or leave it out. But considering I'm refitting the whole interior, I think I'll have to wait and see when it goes in the water to see what it's like, if it needs trimming. But thanks again for watching this week. And if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and please subscribe. It helps me a lot. And I'll see you again next week.